Welcome back to No Bad Seats, and this week we are doing movie news, things that have happened in the last week or so. So let's just jump straight into it. Sam, are you familiar with Gundam?
Not really.
No.
No, I've never watched or...
Gundam Wing, is that the thing?
I know of it.
Yeah.
Is it anime? Yeah, I've never watched it, but I know of it. That's about the level of where I've got to with that.
Netflix have just finished wrapping on a film version of it, live action film version with Noah Centineo, who was...
Street Fighter as well.
Yeah, and he was in Black Adam, what he's most known for, obviously, as Adam Smasher, and Sydney Sweeney, who is from Madam Web.
No other movies, just Madam Web.
Who you may know,
hit Madam Web.
who you may know from Madam Web, Sydney Sweeney, Madam Web, and that one season of White Lotus, as Sydney Sweeney is known for. So they've just wrapped that. I've seen some behind-the-scenes production stuff. It's got like, what interests me is the suits. I think it's a bit like Pacific Rim.
I was going to say it's big like mech robots.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus aliens or something like that.
Something like that.
From my knowledge, sorry to anyone that actually knows about it, and is probably going to be like, you're wrong.
That's not Gundam. But yeah, so some of the costumes I've seen give me real like Imperial like officer vibes, like that sort of, or Star Trek or something like that, where it's like got that uniform, which looks really cool. So that is on the way.
Exciting.
Another exciting bit of information is that the Snoop Dogg biopic is dropping August 6th, 2027. Exactly.
Sounds good.
Exactly.
I feel like we do. Is it in Straight Outta Compton we get a bit of a Snoop Dogg?
We do, and I can't remember his name right now, and
he played it really well.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Is that who played him?
He played him. Yep, played Snoop. And I remember going, "That's Darius from Atlanta" at the time. Like I was just like, "Oh, Darius is in this."
I haven't watched Straight Outta Compton. I think since the cinema, so I'm like,
I've watched it a couple of times at home.
It's such a good movie.
But I bought it on Blu-ray like 2 years after it came out, and was like, "Nay, we need to watch this." She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And it's been like 5 years since then, and we've never done it.
Such a good movie too. I remember the Snoop Dogg scene and being like, "This is rad!" Like,
Yep. It's Lakeith Stanfield played Snoop.
Have they announced who's playing him?
I don't know, but
or are we getting back?
Bring back Lakeith Stanfield. Like that's the hashtag. Bring back Lakeith Stanfield, and the hashtag doesn't need to explain anything. I think that's just bring him back. So that's who I would like to see. I mean, I don't know. And are they going to just title it Snoop? It sort of feels like.
Yeah, I mean,
get all the old people thinking the Snoopy movies coming out. Charlie Brown and Snoop.
He might change his name again next year to something else.
Well, he was always Snoop though. He was Snoop Dogg and then Snoop Lion.
Snoop Lion. Maybe that's Snoop Dragon next year or something. So got to keep it general so people. Yeah.
So Snoop. Keep Snoop in the title.
Or you title it D-O-G-G.
Yeah.
But like spell it out in a sentence.
Yep, that's the one. So I mean that's pretty cool. And the way musical biopics are going at the moment, I mean, we've just had Michael become the #1 musical biopic. It crossed $1 billion.
Crazy.
Huge.
I mean, not crazy, but
it is
crazy.
It is. Like honestly, would you have picked Michael to hit $1 billion?
Maybe not $1 billion, just because of the way musical biopics go.
The Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, I think, hit 900 or 872 or something, and I didn't think it was going to get to that. Yeah. When I saw it did well, it was like 400 million in the first couple of weeks. I was like, oh, okay, but I reckon it's going to finish at 7, maybe 8.
I think for me, Michael. Like, if anyone's going to do it, you would think King of Pop's going to do it. You know, what I mean? Like that, or Elvis, which didn't do that.
No.
But like Michael Jackson, I think, that's the person that's going to do it. Like, that's the person that's going to cross that milestone. But then in the lead up to it coming out, I just didn't feel like there was the
There
hype
was.
there.
It wasn't that there wasn't hype. There was lots of hype. It was just there was a lot of negativity.
Well,
around
yeah,
it. So
and
that sort of makes you go, oh, uh-oh.
It's not going to do well.
It's not going to do well. But then, you know, I think it came out and the critics hated it. And then the audience was like, no.
This is amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So
Because it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Michael hit $1 billion. Still haven't announced the sequel, which they like ended the film with Michael will return in Avengers Doomsday. But I think they did say something like Michael will return. I don't think they said will return, but it was like part two.
It was something like
it was
that.
something along those lines, but I
more
don't
to
think
the story or something like that. Like
will continue.
Something like that.
Something like that. So hopefully they figure that out soon. But it sort of feels like even despite the negativity, the film made $1 billion. You've already filmed part of the sequel. Just film the sequel.
Yeah.
Film it.
The green light is right there.
Yeah, and not only that, but like the film ended on him going into the era he's most known for.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So it's sort of like, again, the songs are going to be the ones that people want to see. I would also like to see Chris Tucker in there somehow. Or someone playing Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But Snoop, we'll see how it goes.
Speaking of Avengers Doomsday, which you just mentioned with Michael returning.
Yep.
We did get
finally. We got the Avengers
Doomsday trailer.
Yeah, it is finally. It's been a long time coming.
I mean, we're 6 months out.
How do we feel on it?
I feel nothing. I watched it and I went, oh yeah, that's a movie that's coming out at the end of the year. Cool.
It'll do well, regardless.
Surely, yeah.
But
I don't think it's going to do as well.
They haven't. They've stumbled too many times in the building blocks. It sort of feels like they changed courses with Kang, which fair enough. You've got external circumstances. You've got to do something about it. But in doing that, like I remember, for all the hate Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania got, it did feel like they were like, oh, okay, Kang is really starting to become a threat. And immediately after that, they had to be like, pivot. We've got Eternals, which aren't coming back now because people didn't like that movie. So move that on. You've had a string of films that are just a bit
14 different TV shows that went nowhere. Like,
Captain America. Did fine. I liked Thunderbolts. I thought that was cool.
I didn't like Thunderbolts.
I liked Fantastic Four, but what I liked about Fantastic Four, I feel like is not going to be part of, like it was not so much the team. I think what I liked about Fantastic Four was the retro future, the visuals, all that sort of stuff. And I feel like we're going to lose that because the team's going to be implanted in regular universe.
I will say they feel very out of place in the trailer. There's a few shots, and I saw someone bring up a great point. They were like, you have all of these different characters from different movies, like yes, same universe, but different movies, different outfits, all this stuff.
Don't know each other.
And you chuck them in a room, they're gonna look awkward together. There's just a lot of issues with it. Like I said, the biggest thing is I don't feel anything. Like we had Steve Rogers, if it is, return in it, and I just was like, oh yeah.
I was happy, like I was by before Infinity War came out, I was like, kill off Steve Rogers, kill off Robert Downey Jr. Like, I don't need to see these two anymore. And then, like, it's like Marvel's lesson is, if we don't have them, we have nothing. Bring them back.
Things aren't going well.
Yeah. And
pay Robert Downey Jr. more money.
And I think it probably weakens both their exits.
Yeah.
And
there's talk of them not being who they are. Like, it's not really Steve Rogers, it's something else. No, I'm pretty sure Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers. I'm thinking that, I saw one article saying that it was, I can't remember what it was, but it's not technically him.
The theory is that Loki TVA has all the timelines. He, obviously when Steve's gone back, he's done something when he's stayed there that has changed time.
Yeah.
Loki has then come to him and said, no, this isn't going to work. We'll move you to a different timeline. And that's how Doom's discovered him. And then Doom's gotten involved with that. So maybe he was put on the Fantastic Four timelines or something like that. So it's sort of how that all ties together. And obviously in the trailer we see Loki, and in the trailer we see... So whether or not that's true, I don't know, but that's the prevailing theory. I think it fits. I think it makes sense. Now we've seen this trailer, I'm like, yeah, I reckon that that's where it's gone. But I just... It just feels like, you know, they haven't done enough that has gotten me excited, and that by like, and even things like Deadpool and Wolverine, it's like, cool, you brought all the Fox characters back, but I don't care.
The biggest things that got me excited about the trailer were the X-Men characters, seeing them. But even then, still, I was like,
I'm just sick of the nostalgia bait. Like, I'm sick of just
100%.
Like it's fun to bring the characters back, but if you bring them back and you're relying on the fact that everybody knows who they are, so you don't have to tell their story correctly, and then they're just there, and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you watch it once, and then the second time you go to watch it, you're like,
And my friends and I joke about this all the time. Is like, they call them the remember berries. It's like, oh, remember this character, remember this. And then, like you said, second watch through, you're like, well, yeah, you reminded me of it last time. And this is just boring now.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's nothing. It's like these spark in the pan, hype moments in the cinema that people get excited about, and then after that, we don't care. Now, I will say, I'm going to give Spider-Man No Way Home a little bit of a pass on this, because I feel like that was the major factor. But I think they then tied the other Peters enough into the story, and
they weren't just flash cameos. It was
exactly. But then additionally, they've tied it into how Tom Holland's Peter's story plays going forward. So even to the point where his new suit, like he said in interviews, we made it so that his new suit, he's been like, oh, I've seen Andrew and Toby's spider suits, and now my character is like building his suit based on their suits because he's met them. So like stuff like that, where it's like, okay, that has actually actively affected the story that is like leading in. It's not just like hey, here's Gambit.
It feels a little more fleshed out than just like you said, just cameo of like, hey, look at this person.
I think Spider-Man Brand New Day has a lot of weight to carry.
I'm very excited for Spider-Man Brand New, and we are seeing that later this week.
Yes,
it'll be this week because when this airs, yes.
Correct.
But very excited for that. Very excited for the look of it as well. I think it looks not like a Marvel movie, which I'm excited for.
I'd agree with that. But what I mean by it has a lot of weight to carry is that this movie is holding up my excitement for the greater MCU.
Yes.
And I don't think it's going to play super into the Avengers.
I hope it doesn't.
I sort of hope it doesn't.
I hope it's a contained story. Like when we got the end of Homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming? No. The titles of the Spider-Man movies confuse the hell out of me at the moment.
All right, which one?
Homecoming's the first one, isn't it?
Then No Way Home.
No Way Home. What's the third?
No Way Home is the third one.
Third one's No Way Home. Okay.
Far From Home.
Yeah, there's too many homes.
Brand New Day.
Just buy a new house, dude. Move out of that apartment. So at the end of No Way Home, the swinging through New York City.
Yep.
That
one of the best scenes in the movie.
Hype.
Yes,
because
so
I was
good.
like, we're resetting essentially, and we're gonna get Spider-Man
Avengers
in New York, living like poor in his apartment. It's gonna be like Spider-Man from the comics, and it's just Spider-Man contained. I know Marvel can't resist touching it and being like,
I feel like they have to do something. Yeah, I know, and that frustrates me too. But I feel like they have to do something that's going to like push the Avengers forward. But it also doesn't look like Hulk is even in.
I hope
Doomsday.
not, and I hope.
But what I'm saying is, I would like this movie to be so good that then I go, oh man, now I can't wait for Doomsday, because I haven't had any of those. Like they haven't had a film like that the entire run.
And I'm sure we'll get some sort of post-credit scene as well that's going to tease big time what's coming.
It's still the Fantastic Four flying in.
Still.
They're still here. It's like
Peter checking his watch. Like, maybe
it's been 6 months.
Just breaks the fourth wall. He's like, we're going to get that trailer anytime soon.
Then they land and they're like, it's a brand new day.
Yeah. But to me, a contained Spider-Man movie would have hit even harder.
I agree.
I think Marvel really needs to drop trying to cameo everyone in.
Yeah.
And just go, hey, we've got good characters.
Make good movies that rely on the characters you're making them around. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Stop with this.
And DC stopped with it too.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
We
Everyone.
don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, just everyone go back to making singular movies.
Exactly.
You'll save a lot on budget too.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay
So
Robert Downey Jr. $50 million of your like $600 million budget.
insane. So there's that. I didn't even remember how we launched into that. Oh, Avengers.
The new trailer.
Doomsday trailer.
Yeah.
Well, we're on other trailers. We're talking DC now. Clayface trailer dropped this morning.
Very exciting.
Yes, very, very exciting.
As good as the first trailer, I guess. Like,
yeah,
just more of good stuff.
more of it. It actually does look good. Matt Reeves is producing. It feels like that.
Yeah.
Mike Flanagan wrote it, but from what I'm hearing, they've changed Mike Flanagan's script a lot. The original draft was Mike Flanagan, and
Not
then
a great decision.
Yeah, no, that concerns me.
Yeah.
That they've taken this like Mike Flanagan thing and
Matt Reeves producing gives me a
Yeah.
bit more hope. Do you think they can tie this into the Matt Reeves universe?
they can't because they've
It's DC Studios.
because I'll tell you why they can't, because somebody has already said this is before my Creature Commandos and it's the same as my stupid Creature Commandos. Anyway, we're not going to get into it, but he's already claimed it and said
I've been seeing new claims that they're going to try and navigate Matt Reeves' universe into just to try and
Shut
save
up.
things. Yeah.
shut up.
Just let it be.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yes.
Shut up. This is as simple as that.
Let's just go
One
to
is good,
singular
the other
movies.
one is good, the other is not. Don't combine them and make them both not. It's like, I like salt and I like sugar, but if you combine them, they're crap together. It's not, you don't put salt in your hot chocolate because it's going to ruin the hot chocolate.
Like, 1 minute ago, you're like, don't get me started, and here I am just like,
Yeah. anyway, they can't. So this is what, apparently it's the same Clayface as Creature Commandos, which
okay. Nobody watched, so
Yeah,
it
so it
doesn't
doesn't
mean
matter
anything.
Peter Jackson is in talks with the Tolkien estate to develop more Tolkien books.
Yeah. I'm not a big reader because you're going to know that from me going, there's more Tolkien books?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume there was more Tolkien books. Like,
I think he's done more stories in the universe of Lord of the Rings. Just like, The Hobbit is an example.
yes.
Obviously, there's the Lord of the Rings, and then there's like Tom Bombadil and
Okay.
all of these other things.
I'm all for it.
I think the Rings of Power might be based on something like there's all these different sort of side stories.
I imagine there's a full
Yeah.
fleshed out universe there beyond the like 6 books well, not even 6 books, 4 books we've got, and 6 movies and now TV shows and whatnot. I'm keen. Give me more, but don't do it the same way as The Hobbit.
Do it as Peter Jackson. And
Yeah, we're going to
did you hear this story about Peter Jackson with the delivery driver?
No,
Peter Jackson
I believe so.
was talking, I'm pretty sure Peter Jackson said this recently, or I heard it recently. Peter Jackson was talking somewhere about how he had ordered fast food, and the guy came to the door and he gave him the pizza or something. He goes, I know you from somewhere. And he's like, oh, no, I make films. And he goes, you made the Lord of the Rings films. They were incredible, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy goes, oh, they should have got you back to do The Hobbit because those films sucked.
Oh, no. I feel for him.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because of it, like the Lord of the Rings movies are brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think they are something that's stood the test of time. Not even like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Like it's not really that long, but
This year is the 25th anniversary.
yeah. But they just feel like old filmmaking done right, beautifully done. Everything looks epic. Everything feels epic. And then they did The Hobbit, and he was like, "Yeah, we're going to use all this new technology." And then we went, "Ugh, don't do that."
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of feels like he went on the wrong path. And I know he's a big like pusher of new technology and like restoring all of these old films that he's been doing and things like that. It's great. but like I want to see you make damn good movies and like
he's
go
doing,
back to your roots of
he's
making
doing
things
the Hunt for Gollum with Andy Serkis next year.
Is he? He's not directing.
He's not directing it. He's producing. He's producing Andy Serkis's directing.
Yep.
So that's happening. So I guess we'll see.
I'm all for the like
mocap
and stuff like that, because they've always been at the forefront of that.
Yep.
I just want to see him kind of go back to the old approach of doing more practical stuff. Like,
fair enough.
And that's also unfair to him as well, because I remember watching behind the scenes from the Hobbit movies, and as much as there is a lot of blue screen and green screen used, they still had massive practical sets.
Yeah.
It wasn't Avengers where they are stood against a green screen acting to nothing. These guys were in like a forest with a green screen in the background.
Yeah.
Like, it was still quite amazing. So I want to, I don't know. I think the Hobbit
Don't be a hater is basically the...
Yeah, I think the Hobbit was something that got messed up in making it 3 movies more than anything.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be 3.
They just wanted to like, oh, how do we do Lord of the Rings again?
Because even, I haven't watched them in a long time, but from memory, the Unexpected Journey, I was like, oh, this isn't bad. Desolation of Smaug, wasn't too bad.
I think I only watched those 2. I don't think I ever saw
the third one I thought was atrocious.
Yeah.
I did not like the third one at all.
Yeah, right. I don't even think I saw it. And then it was like, and then those were the reactions I was hearing, and I was like, oh.
It was like a steady decline.
Yeah, right.
Which was really unfortunate, because I feel like with Lord of the Rings, we got just like
quality.
Yeah, it wasn't even an incline. It was just boom, perfect trilogy.
It's the fire horse.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing I want to talk about, the Paramount Warner Bros. Merger.
Yes.
So the latest on this is that a bunch of states, I think 7 states in America or something, put forward they want it blocked. The Paramount said that they would pause it if the judge deemed it, appropriate, and they deemed it appropriate. So now it's on like hold.
Yeah.
Temporary, I think it gets held up.
Temporary could mean years though. Like this could.
But here's the catch.
Yeah.
Every quarter, Paramount has to pay Warner Brothers shareholders.
Yeah, okay.
So they don't want it held up for a really long time.
Oh, of course not.
But they're being like, essentially it's held up, why it's being held up and why the courts are like doing it is they're investigating whether they got around it based on Trump's lawyers doing illegal stuff. And if they did it sort of like, if they did it above board and they can prove that they did it above board, then it's all good and it'll keep going on. But they're just being like, hey, Trump's been doing a bunch of illegal stuff, as we all know. He just straight up admits it. Nobody seems to care. And here we go. So,
was Netflix playing chess while these guys were playing checkers though?
No.
No? Did they not drive this up and then put Paramount in the bin for a little while?
Nah, Paramount's not going anywhere. Like,
no, I know, but like you've put them in trouble, like in terms of like.
Do you think so? Because I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to pay, but
that just takes their mind off of other things. Like, I think Paramount's one of the like streamers that's been coming up, and obviously Netflix is the king of streamers and is gonna go.
Yeah, but the whole thing is external of streaming. It's like specifically theatrical. It's very specifically about theatrical, and part of what they're saying is it's like this has nothing to do with streaming. It's very like the complete opposite, and what Paramount and Warner Brothers are saying, it's like there is no issues because of the fact that it is theatrical, and they're pointing at other streamers and they're pointing at places like Netflix and being like, you can't say that it's an issue for streaming when you're also releasing Narnia on the big screen, and you can't say that it's an issue for streaming when Apple is releasing F1 on the big, like. So that's what they're saying. They're like, the fact that it is theatrical and streaming separate, and you guys are all doing the same thing. Yeah. Amazon, same thing. Project Hail Mary. Like, even though it was distributed through Sony, it's still an Amazon product.
Yes, yeah.
Same with Warner Brothers and F1. Like, it's like you can't have both.
Yeah.
So that's where that's at. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I am pretty pro the merger at this point. I don't think Warner Brothers has been a good company for about 20 years. I don't necessarily think Paramount is going to be much better, but I just think like there are a lot of people at Warner Brothers who need to go, and hopefully they do.
Unfortunately, I think it'll be the lower level people that go.
But
it's going to be mass layoffs.
Yeah.
For people in the industry, which sucks. Like I think read yesterday Disney laid off like a ton of stuff.
It's happening regardless. Like the gaming industry, the movie industry, AI is becoming one of these things. It is becoming a problem for that regardless. There's a lot of pushback on that. There's things that are happening, but also like there's a lot of independent distributors and studios that are sort of coming up as well. So that's not...
Well, and like we've had The Odyssey in these past, 2 weeks? Week? We're only a week in, aren't we? That is making a lot of money. And I saw an article, a headline this morning saying that like Nolan's Odyssey is showing that people want to see movies made the hard way.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It shows, you watch that movie and you go, this is a movie.
A good example is that this week, 4 weeks on compared to this time last year, is the box office, I think it's either domestic or globally, is 29% up.
Yeah.
On the 4 weeks, the equivalent 4 weeks from last year when what would have been out, Superman just dropped and Fantastic Four and Jurassic Park. So like those
Jurassic Park did reasonably well.
Yeah, 800 million, but like it's like
and to say 29% up on that.
But over the last 4 weeks, you're probably looking at so they did reasonable, but they haven't sort of done this big. And then you've got Spider-Man obviously coming out now. I sent you a thing this morning. Spider-Man's ticket sales are at a historic high for advanced ticket sales, which is looking really good. All of the preview screenings, like the response have been really positive coming out of it. So hopefully that's good.
There's one other thing actually.
Yeah.
With the Doomsday. Doomsday is also called Doomsday because we've got Dune coming out the same day. But Doomsday trailer, see it in Infinity Vision. This is the most garbage campaign.
It's frustrating the hell out of me. It's been frustrating the hell out of me since day one when they mentioned Infinity Vision, which is nothing. We couldn't get access to IMAX screens, so now we're going to make you feel like we have this special thing that you can only see, but it's just... It's any screen that like counts crossing a certain threshold.
I think it's just large format screens. So if they can show pretty much any other movie out at the moment, it's an Infinity Vision.
So like our IMAX screen may count as Infinity Vision. I think you need a certain sound system and a certain...
I think someone said it was Dolby. If it's got the Dolby, it's essentially Dolby Vision, which is like Infinity one step higher than like a regular cinema.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's just so frustratingly stupid.
It's a marketing campaign specifically about the fact that they lost IMAX screens to Dune because they thought, because of their hubris, basically, they thought, well, we're putting it on the same day, Dune's going to move, and Dune said, no, stuff you.
Yeah.
And they had it locked in, simple as that. Marvel, you don't have the star power or the carrying power that you used to.
It's going to be very interesting come December 18th.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to see Dune 3 first. That's not even a question. You haven't even seen number 2, and you're going, I'm going to watch 3 first.
I'll see Dune 3 before I see Dune 2.
We did see in the Odyssey, because we went and watched it in IMAX, we saw the preview Dune teaser. Was that enough to make you go, oh yeah?
Oh, hell yeah.
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 Yeah, absolutely. It was incredible.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous. Very excited. I think Dune in general looks far and above better than what Doomsday does.
Without a doubt.
I think anyone that says otherwise is a Marvel fanboy that's
never watched another movie in their life.
Yeah, they're coping with the fact that this is not doing it for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, that's the movie news this week. We're going to keep it short and sweet. I mean...
reasonable.
As short and sweet as you and I can. And leave it at that. But please, if you see anything else, let us know. And we'll try and do this more. I think it's a good way to do things. Just, have the talk about the movie, talk about the news separately, break it up, and hopefully you enjoy. Until next time, remember, no bad seats when you come to the movies.